Hello, everyone, and welcome to VOD of Consciousness with Sientir. I'm Sientir, and you can support me on my Patreon at patreon.com/Sientir. Okay, so today what I want to do is leave from this lovely place and make my way over to Egil Fireteller in Jora, wherein, where the next sort of major story thing goes. And I keep wondering if there's like a tweak I want to make to my build. I don't really feel anything right now, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and head out that way. So it's going to be a little bit of a walk to get to the person that we're looking for. And then we have another mission thing to do, where we have to purify Jora's homestead. I'm not really sure what's going on here with all of this, to be kind of blunt about it. Like, I get the sense that, okay, what happened with her brother and stuff tainted her home, and she needs to go and do stuff to de-taint it. But there's a lot of, like, how and why and what's going on. That has always been a little bit ambiguous to me. The Berserking Orcs here actually should really be the primary target. By the way, they are, as you may have just picked up, monks. Yeah. Okay, we've got a lot of dudes here. You know what? Sure. These guys cast spells, like Mystic Vigor. Those can be interrupted. Why not? I actually am kind of missing having Epidemic. That was a really good non-attribute skill. Oh my goodness. I don't even... Okay, is there any priority targets? Yes, this Orcs right here. This Orcs is a priority target. Okay, now it is no longer a priority target on account of being dead. Who is deep wounding? Ah, Koss is deep wounding. Clever Koss. Oh man, this character has inventory space too. At least compared to my pre-searing character, who's desperately running out of inventory space. Okay, now that we've killed half the wildlife in this area, let's continue making our way up to the mountain pass that I was heading to. I guess we might... I kind of want to duck around these guys. But yeah, I want to go up that way. I think there might be a shrine over there that was aloes. There were aloes in pre-searing Ascalon, and they continue in their monkey lane in here. Man, knockdowns are so strong. Like this, almost all of the PvE only skills are absolutely ludicrous. And you move like a dwarf is definitely way up there. Finish him is also really strong. Looks like we've lost a bunch of minions on stuff over there. Okay, I guess we can accidentally heal my pet. Why not? 17 kills. Yeah, that's more than I was intending. Pine Souls are like Oak Hearts, right? These guys are level 28. Think about how much experience we'd get in pre-searing Ascalon if we were able to fight one of these guys. A lot is the answer, by the way. Oh, that guy's down. Whatever. Just keep this guy on fire. Oh, there's quicksand going on. Quicksand is basically whenever you take an action, or whenever anything in the area takes an action, it loses an energy. You probably weren't able to really see that, but it's very annoying. Energy denial strategies like that are subtly strong because typically if you're using them, since we got enough enemies killed, I'm going to go talk to Gunleaf since we're right next to him.
Are you hunting?
But those sorts of energy denial strategies are subtly strong because if you're doing them, you're usually built around them happening. And that can make it so that way people who aren't built around it find themselves running short on energy. So yeah, that Quickening Zephyr is very strong from that regard as well. So all of these sorts of things are surprisingly potent. Like Fear Me is actually really good from that standpoint. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, there's just so many conditions. This is not an appreciably effective heal. 82 health is just not very much. It just costs a lot of energy, is what I'm saying. But you can see, like, Fear Me right here. It loses 3 energy, and it's increased crit chance against stationary enemies. I need to go the right way. There's a bunch of jars of healing salve up there. I forget what they do, though. I don't use them, so... Got some cool mountains poking up over there. That's cool. I like mountains. Man, this just feels like a different game than Re-Searing feels. So Egil says, "It is good to see that Jora can once again become the bear. Now mayhaps she may regain her status. There is but one obstacle, one mountain she must yet climb. Her clan homestead is overrun with Charr." Okay, that's what's going on here. "No respected Norn would allow the land to be violated by such beasts. If you help Jora reclaim her lands, only then will she be able to help you. You will all need the strength of Bear herself to defeat the Charr. We must first commune with the Bear Spirit and seek counsel. Let us journey to the sacred altar south of here. We will light the spiritual flame. Bear will come if our cause is true." Okay, I'll be glad to aid Jora. Egil says, "The Bear Spirit is the strength of the mountains. The Norn owe Bear more than just our prowess in battle. We owe our homes and our lives to Bear. You must show your strength of spirit by protecting the sacred flame. Only once the Bear Spirit has deemed you worthy will she appear. Show your strength, small one, and prove your worth. I will aid you in this ritual." Okay, so we need to head south. It's going to be down in here that we need to go. I guess I will slip in that weird crack in the stuff. Everything's like bottlenecking there. Perhaps not the best way to go, but oh well, it's the way I chose. I'm actually going to wait a moment for this charge. Well, not for this charge to wear out, but for everything that kind of got dropped behind to catch up. It is nice to have some charge going on. Are both Gorn and Cost charging? Yes, we have charge coverage. Worthwhile, in my opinion. Charge coverage is very useful. A bunch of Mandragore. Don't need a bunch of Mandragore. Oh, whatever. Interesting that they have a storyteller be a paragon like that. Last second interrupt. Oh, throw dirt. Throw dirt's an annoying skill. It's an area of effect, but like touch range skill, so you can't just like use it on stuff really far from you. But it's an area of effect blind. So it is pretty strong from that standpoint. At some point in time, I'd actually like to make a tactics game that has a lot of mechanical similarities with this one. Oh man, our minions are going to have so many problems in this area. Ow. Clumsiness actually lasts a while, but I don't really want to attack through it. There we go. The caster's worst enemy, Daze. Daze is just so strong against casters. Hard for them to do anything when they're being afflicted by it. Attack that off of me. And now it's Daze and can't do anything. Like, you can see how ridiculous Daze is. Because what it does is it makes them take twice as long to activate spells, or to cast spells, and it makes spells easily interruptible. So if they take any damage, then they're interrupted. And as you might be able to ascertain, we can deal a reasonable amount of damage. So, or like reasonably regular damage. So that basically just makes them unable to do anything. I know I popped my head down this way, but I don't think I got very far. Yeah. By the true gods, these nightmare creatures are attracted to the sacred flame. There's the altar, light the spiritual flame. Fend them off, lest they consume the flame. So we need to stop these guys. They can be interrupted. That is technically a spell, so I guess my days can interrupt them. But it also just takes forever. So there's that. Mostly this is just like a keep the point type thing. So we're just keeping this location against these Arctic nightmares. But as you might notice, they're going down fairly quickly. So that's good. Alrighty then. I might try doing funny voices at some point in time. It's an interesting question. Oh, stop doing anything. Need to find the people who like stuff that doesn't get cut. Or like when there's anything. Accidentally healed my pet again. I mean, there's worse things to do, I suppose. There we go. Well done. The sacred flame burns brightly. Let us kneel and ask for Bear's blessing. That's a key phrase. Type in /kneel to trigger the cutscene.
I call upon Bear for her blessing. I call upon Bear for her power. I call upon Bear for her strength. Stand before Bear and state your plea.
I am Jora. My brother erred most grievously. I seek to redeem my family's name.
To rebuild your family's name, you must regain your family's homestead. Yet only tragedy may come from a home built with blood-stained hands. Wash clean your sins. Blood washes blood.
Blood washes blood.
Walk in the path of Bear. Receive her gifts.
Walk in the path of Bear.
You know what must be done. Go with the Bear Spirit.
I understand. Thank you.
You understand. Could you bring the rest of us up to speed?
Blood washes blood. To restore my family's name, we must retake my family's lands. These lands lie to the east and have been overrun by Charr. We must slay them.
Killing Charr. Count us in.
I thought as much. We must follow the Bear Spirit to her shrine. Then we will confront the invaders. We will restore my family's name. Blood washes blood.
So, Bear Spirit here, and it says, Bear regards you gravely. If you are prepared to cleanse Jora's homestead of the Charr taint, then you must lead her into Jora marches. So it just tells us what's going on. I need to see Egil. Where? Oh, there you are. Okay, Egil Fireteller says, you know what must be done. Jora's lands must be purged of the Charr. Their kind does not respect the spirit of the land. We must journey... that's probably quite true. We must journey up the mountain to the shrine of the Bear Spirit. It is there that Bear shall grant you the power you need to repel the Charr. Once you are ready, let us journey into Jora marches. Yeah, so that's what we do there. If we come to Here we get the actual like mission thing, which is going to require us to talk to Bear. But I want to, before I do that, I want to talk to Jarn Skeggi over here, because he will give me some reputation points. Okay. So now that I've completed the random quest beforehand, let's go ahead and do this one as well. So the Charr is good as dead. We will lead the way. Yay. I think if you want to do this again, you just come out here, and I guess I could have talked. I didn't know if it would like teleport me into a mission zone or something random like that. The zone is going to be a little bit different. Normally it's overrun with Mandragore. I think with this it's going to be overrun with Charr. Although it may also be overrun with Mandragore. Egil says, the Charr are formidable, but with Bear's blessing, you will defeat them. Up these mountains, we will find a shrine that holds great power. We ask, how will this shrine help us defeat the Charr? Oh, let's not stand in the meteor shower. Mark of Rodgort. So one of the things that this game does, by the way, is there's a couple of skills. Mark of Rodgort is one of them. Egil says, the shrine channels Bear's strength into those it deems worthy. Lead us there, and Bear shall bestow his blessing upon you for the coming fight. So one of the things that this game has, like I was saying, is there's a couple of skills. Oh, we've run into some Mandragore. That are named after Rodgort. So there's Mark of Rodgort, and then there's I'm being distracted by a lot of enemies. Rodgort's Invocation. I don't think I have any element. Oh, we are not doing well. Principally, we have over aggroed. I should spend some of my own energy to heal my pet. You can see how anemic this is, though. Like, my pet has 400, or yeah, like 420 health or something. This heals for 82. That's like a fifth. But anyway, as I was saying, the Rodgort spells are named after Trogdor. They're just Trogdor backwards. Yeah. I would show you them, except none of my characters are elementalists, so I cannot. Let's just do something about these Charr. Backfire is very powerful if it doesn't get removed. Ah, superb Charr carvings. I think you need like a stack of those for a mask. That was a ritual. Rituals are not subject. Same rules. The Charr here are, and enemies in general, are a lot stronger than they are in the main games. I mean, you'd expect that from an expansion, I suppose. And stronger mostly just means that they have better builds, as one might expect from a game like this. I mean, they're still not that threatening, but like these guys, for example, use Conjure Flame to increase their damage. Stilettos are a type of dagger, interestingly enough. Okay, so I want to go up this way where the Blessing of Bear thing is. I don't know if it's better or worse than my normal set of skills. Probably better, honestly, because they're absolutely ridiculous. That was not the right time to use that skill, but I did it anyways. Man, there's just so many Charr coming at us from every angle. Don't know what to make of that. I guess that's pretty expected. Kind of what they're good at. I'm glad. So I have the microphone. I was mentioning this. I needed to change the setup for how I arrange things, and the microphone is positioned in a slightly different spot. And thankfully, it is not causing me problems. Does a little bit when I type, but it only comes between episodes when I'm writing descriptions of what happens. So. Stop that maelstrom, even if it means I accidentally heal my pet. I've just not been using that half of my skill bar, so my fingers have gotten a little unused to it. They'll pick it back up, I think. It's a 50% chance to miss. I would like to stop missing. Okay, and here we have our lovely frozen elementals. Some more Charr. There's the Shrine of the Bear where we're heading. These guys are named after some artists. Kekai Stormcaller is Kekai Kotaki, I think is the right name. He's done a lot of art. You can see it in like Magic the Gathering and stuff these days too. But he's got a very distinctive art style. Very good. Egil says, the shrine amplifies and focuses bear's power. Stand your ground while I perform the blessing. Right. Let me acquire some ground to stand first, and then I can see about standing it. And then Doku Kindle Shot is named after Daniel Dosio, I think. Or actually, I think there's a couple. I think his son actually might still work at ArenaNet, something like that. I'm not an expert on it. And it's been a while, so if I get any of those details wrong, my apologies. Hold fast, the Charr are coming. Right. This is a sacred shrine of the Norn people, by the way. It's like, the Norn are here. I don't know who Teneg is named after. I assume someone. Based upon mostly the fact that these are predominantly named after someone. Mission becomes less appealing when I have somebody running around gashing everything. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk here. Put on Urson Blessing. Urson Blessing is very strong. And you can use it to break down these Charr barricades. It is done. The spirit infuses you with bear's power. Call forth bear's strength, unleash the beast within you, and let its fury purge the Charr from these lands. We will cleanse the land. No Charr shall escape our wrath. So yeah, there's a bunch of strong skills here. 70 damage, target touched foe twice, because that was necessary. This is all enemies in the earshot are weakened. Allies gain some damage. Deal a bunch of damage in an area of effect. And this one makes you run faster, and you can break through wooden barricades. Yep. Whee! Bust right through them Charr barricades. Man, these are ridiculous. This really wants to be on like a warrior or something because you have to be in melee range for it. Boom! Wooden barricade. Take that. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Random Charr over here. I'm fine with this. You, Charr Prophet. Get Urson Blessinged. Yeah. Not break that down, so that way this guy doesn't have anywhere to escape to. Haha. Brilliant. Actually, there's some dudes over here that need to go down. Urson Blessing was like the blessing to use for a long while. Just like in mass. It is not anymore. Because they nerfed them sufficiently that there were other options of builds to run. Then everyone is just Urson Blessing or whatever. That was quite a long time ago, though, that like the game was in that sort of ridiculous state. Thankfully. Okay. I don't see a reason in lingering, necessarily. This is a shout. I mean, blind is minimally effective. I don't know. Those Charr can go fight that random spirit. Sure, I don't care. Ah, this guy's using wards. Prudent strategy sometimes. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a longer episode. The quest was pretty lengthy, and then we've got all of the stuff added from this. This is an actual shrine. It says, clear the Charr from this camp, leave none standing. That shrine does work. We don't actually have to kill, like, all of the Charr on the map or anything, thankfully. That would take a while. Can't move. Oh, right. Using spear. Ooh, some bracers. Looks like we got some aggro back here. Good old back aggro. Okay. Let's plow ahead. And we do need to kill, I believe, all the Charr groups here. I believe some of them can be a little dangerous, so... Oh, I was not well positioned for that. That one is not target. I mean, I should really not be standing over here in a meteor shower. I should really remember how this skill works. Gloat, I believe, is just like, dudes die, gain a bunch of health. My pet just died, which has temporarily disabled all of my skills. That's a side effect of running pets. If they die, all of your skills get disabled for a little bit, which is generally not very pleasant. And of course, our minion master died, so now all of our minions are against us. We do have a resurrection spell, so that's good. Yeah, I remember this area being a little dangerous, and I was not wrong. Boss thankfully also has res chant, which is good. I'm not gonna bother to resurrect Balthy. He's just gonna continue to lie there on fire. I probably should have waited until everybody had more energy, but decisions were made. They were questionable decisions, but they were made. Ooh. Apparently something is cheating. I think it's probably Urson Blessing. Urson Blessing is probably what's cheating. Okay. That went pretty smoothly. Master of Whispers is going to continue to expend a lot of energy. And these guys are getting their energy regen fix. If I hang around too long, they're just going to spend all of their energy trying to... what's the term I'm looking for? Obviously, I don't want that guy to get res chant off. Thankfully, he didn't get... Doesn't look like he succeeded. Is this allies in the area? Oh my goodness. Plus 13 damage is ridiculous. That's an absolutely ridiculous buff. Okay, so I'm gonna take a moment to let, like, Master of Whispers raise some minions and the things. We've got Elmore Fudd? Probably not. Yeah, this back line needs to go down. Flame shielders are healers, and thus it's desirable to make them not do things anymore. And if that makes all of my team's minions do piles more damage, I am all for it. Okay. So now we just need to take down these last couple of groups of Charr. Wouldn't be too... Wow, they're really trying to hex this. It's not out of me. And we're also going to try to resurrect each other. And we just... Oh, that was the last one we needed to take care of. Cool.
Now that felt good.
Jora, now that we've helped
Hold
you,
on a moment, Ogden. Jora, are you all right? Yes. Bear is pleased with what we've done this day.
pleased enough to help us?
I will continue to aid.
I mean, will the other Norn help?
That is for each of them to decide.
Can't we just rally your people and raise an army to fight the destroyers?
The Norn do not use armies. We fight alone, as true warriors should.
But we helped you.
And I will help you, Dwarf. I will speak to the others. But whether they help or not is their choice, not mine.
It will take forever to raise an army, one Norn at a time.
The Norn do not need armies.
The Great Dwarf saved me.
You know, he is only worried about his people.
I know, but he must understand. Norn are not like dwarves or men. We fight our own battles, our own way.
I think I understand.
And that is why you lead.
Yeah, Ogden is like super obsessed with fighting the destroyers, and he really, like, the Norn don't make any sense to him. Like, none. And that warps us back to Gunner's Hold, inconveniently enough. Yeah, back to Gunner's Hold here. So, our last one is going to take us to Olafstead, and that is where we will pick up next time. But as for this episode, we have reached the end of it. So thankfully I've already reached Olafstead in the past. But until then, and until next time, everyone, take care. Bye-bye.